Hi, my name is Monique and I currently live in my 2022 Ford Transit Connect van in order to save money so that I could eventually buy land and live a simpler life, and I enjoy sharing snippets of my life with you all.
This floor exercise fitness video is designed to strengthen. If you're new to the YouTube channel, my name is Caroline Jordan and I'm a health coach. Let's do one more, this option. And now I want you to add a leg lift. So you're going to bring up one leg and lower, extend. Again, starting with the core. 2 more. Oh, I feel so good. Okay, last one. Lift it up. And find yourself in a half V-sit position. Slide your hands back on the mat. Point your fingers towards your toes and lift your hips up. We do a reverse plank. Scooping stomach in. Oh, I love a good reverse plank. My triceps are on fire. Okay, keep your chest open.
Stuff. Oh yeah, let's do it. Call out your own stuff. Let's do it. It's spots. So when we see fungus and we see a bunch of roots, these are yeast buds, and if you can see the yeast buds, they.
And this is a laser machine, and it takes and it puts brown gas mixed with at the clinic. So come see me. I got. You're gonna walk in with something, but you're gonna leave out with nothing. If you can get a whole, we'll do one more. Y'all, a whole breast milk ingredient video on her. Thanks.
Shannon from Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore. Talk to me.
So, for the past week, I have been
toxin from something. You need to check your temperature to see if you got a fever. Using it.
Sourdough bread, 2 Beyond sausages, tomatoes and radish. Loaded toast, roasted garlic, yogurt, and vegetables. Oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so good. It's just simple, it's simple and it's good. You know, having good tomatoes and good cucumbers and good produce, good bread, that obviously makes a difference. Luckily, I have great produce, delicious tomatoes, great cucumbers. These beet greens are so good to me. Yeah, this is very good.
But it's still very delicious and bright and fry the bulbs and leaves very thoroughly before blanching them which is where you'll bring the water to a boil, toss everything in for a few seconds, and then follow up with an ice bath. They're then ready to go into the blender.
The dog was all up in my face.
You don't live on Country Lane by any chance?
No, is that a different UPS location?
That's a house.
What?
I know. I've been off for 2 weeks on vacation, so it was my relief person that did that too.
Oh, that's weird because there wasn't even an address. It was just like general delivery.
Yeah, that's why we just keep them here so this doesn't happen.
Oh, dang.
Have the driver go by and try to retrieve the package.
Sure.
That's get your name, get your phone number, and
okay.
Send the driver.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's okay. Have a good day. I think that package is gone. But my other package from USPS, the other package shipped USPS according to Amazon. So I'm going to go over there now and see if they have my other package. USPS had my second package. Thank goodness. So one general delivery worked. The other one, you guys heard him. They sent it to someone's house on Country Lane. Man, I don't know what UPS was doing, but I don't think I'm gonna get that product back. So I'm gonna go ahead and request a refund and reorder it. I think I'm going to reorder it and find an Amazon hub in Santa Cruz because I want to go there within the next week. And they have a Whole Foods, so hopefully the Whole Foods or some other store will have an Amazon hub. Because this was the main package. This right here was the main one that screwed everything up. This would not ship to an Amazon hub. The other two items actually would, but I thought that I could just do all three packages together, and I don't know. I just did them all general delivery because this one had to be general delivery. But the other two items, I'm gonna cancel that order, reorder it, and have it sent to an Amazon hub in a different city. So here's what's going on. I'm back at UPS. This time it's because I'm inquiring about a phone that I had sent to USPS. I had a new phone sent via insurance because my current phone was broken. When I was on the phone with the insurance company, the representative was very unhelpful. I told her my situation, that I'm a traveler. I told her that I wanted to have my phone sent to a local Verizon store, and she refused. She said, no, we will not send it to a Verizon store. We have issues with them stealing phones. I said, okay. So I wanted to have it sent to a Walmart, a local Walmart. She said, no, we can't do that. And this is when I started getting frustrated. And I told her, I've done this before. When I was in Colorado, I had to have an insurance phone sent to me. I went to the local Walmart, told them my situation. The employees were like, we got you. You can have it sent here. And that's what I did. And the employees held my phone for me and gave it to me when it arrived. I told her this experience and I said, I know this can be done. I want to speak to someone higher. All of a sudden she says, oh, well, I can push it through. If you really want it sent somewhere, I can push it through. Oh, that's so frustrating. She was making it seem like the only place my phone could be sent to was my local address, my P.O. box in the city that my family lives in. But that's just not true. So she finally said she'll push it through. And this time I said, you know what, just send it to the local USPS. And I learned before how to do general delivery because it got screwed up, yesterday. And I was doing it the proper way. And I was telling her, you need to put general delivery. You have to put general delivery if you're going to have it sent to the post office. She refused. She said, no, I can't put general delivery on the address. Oh, she was so frustrating. I just couldn't. I had so much stuff I was dealing with. I just said, fine, just here's my name. Here's the post office address. I'll go speak to them. I spoke to someone at the post office, told them the situation, had it sent there. Then a day or so later, my phone arrived. I go to the post office. I speak to a woman. She says, oh no, we're not going to accept your phone. They're going to send it back because your package did not say general delivery. I told this post office employee, I tried to tell the insurance lady over and over and over again, you need to put general delivery on the package, but she refused. I spoke to someone at the post office, yada, yada, yada. Can you please just go talk to them? Like, no. So she told me to go to UPS because the tracking number for the phone was a UPS tracking number, which I didn't know ahead of time that it was going to be a UPS tracking number. I didn't know how Asurion was going to send the phone. The Asurion rep just would not tell me very much. Anyways, the post office woman told me I need to go to UPS and speak to them and see if their driver can catch the issue and send it to the UPS warehouse before they send it back to Asurion. So that is why I'm back at the UPS warehouse. Hi, I have two questions. One, so I have my phone is broken and I ordered a new one. I don't live here, so I was having a hard time figuring out where to send it to. I sent it to the USPS, but they just told me that they're not going to accept the package because it was delivered through UPS to come here. Yes.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
But this one they'll give back to the driver the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So see if I can't contact the driver. And he's had so many, it's hard to separate because he just dumps all these bags full of packages.
Most likely, are they just going to send my phone back?
No, they'll deliver it today, and then the post office will give it to the driver tomorrow, saying, "Hey, this isn't a."
And then the driver will bring it here.
Bring it back here.
Oh, so it should eventually end up here.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be great, even if it's not today. I just don't want it to get sent back to the insurance.
Just got here today, so they're making an attempt today, anytime.
Okay.
I mean, you could go back over there and say, "Hey, it's."
I have no problem coming back in a day or two. And were you able to find that other? I don't know if you remember me.
I do now.
No, they didn't. It's fine. I already reordered it. I feel like I'm going to take that loss.
I still have your number and everything.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You're not going to get much help from them, probably.
I don't think so, but I'll go back one more time and check. And then if they still give me the same answer, I should just come here like in a day or two.
I'll see it tomorrow. If it does come in, then I can give you a call.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thanks.
This gentleman at the UPS warehouse was so kind. Both times that I spoke to him, I appreciated him so, so much. He did everything in his power to try to get all of my packages to me. So I spoke to him. You all heard the conversation. And then I ended up going back to USPS, the post office. And this time I spoke to a guy, and he was much nicer. And he said, look, I will do what I can. I'll see what I can do. I'll try to go talk to the people at the dock who pick up the packages and let them know the situation. Can't give you any guarantees, but I'll try. I said, thank you. Goodness, that's all I'm asking. I know you can't guarantee anything. If you could try, just please try. And he did. And I left the post office. He said he would call me then when he had an update. He called me about 20 to 30 minutes later, and he said, I have your phone. He didn't even have the chance to go talk to his coworkers yet to tell them my situation. He said that the people at the dock ended up taking my phone from the UPS driver because they thought it was a package for the postmaster. He said, because I put my name on the address, I put my name and I put the address of the post office on the package. So they thought, oh, this is just the postmaster having their personal items delivered here. He said if they had not thought it was the postmaster's package, they would have sent it back to the UPS driver, and the UPS driver probably would have just, I don't know, sent it back to Asurion. I have no clue. But he said that is the only reason why my package was accepted. I got very, very lucky. He said, don't ever do that again. Don't ever send a package to the post office without putting general delivery on the address. So you all who have never tried general delivery, learn from my mistakes. Always, always, always put general delivery on the package. Also, try to find out beforehand if it's going to be shipped via USPS or UPS, because all these packages I had coming at this time were all mixed up between USPS and UPS. I don't, with some of these packages, you don't know how they're going to be sent until the order is placed and then you receive an email a day or so later saying that it was shipped, and then you get your tracking number. So it's not always easy to find out what company is going to be delivering your packages. So learn from my mistakes. Always put general delivery, and if possible, find out who the carrier or whatever it's called, the delivery carrier company is going to be, and have it sent to that place. If it's being delivered via USPS, then do general delivery for USPS. If it's being delivered via UPS, then I don't know if UPS has general delivery, but try to, whatever they consider general delivery, have it sent that way to UPS. It will make your life so much easier. But in the end, I ended up getting my phone and I ended up getting my packages. The guy at UPS really did have a driver go to the house on Country Lane, and the person at Country Lane kept my package. They kept it and they gave it to the driver. I could not believe it. In the city that I'm usually in with my family, where my family is, that package would have been gone. Gone. I couldn't believe it. I had already reordered everything. So I went back on Amazon and canceled the order. And the guy at the UPS gave me my package. So I ended up getting everything. All of my Amazon orders and my phone. I just had to go through so much to do it. And I wanted to share my experience. So hopefully those of you who are new to the nomadic lifestyle, and if you ever have to order something via general delivery, hopefully my experience helps you a little bit. I think today is going to be my last day in Eureka. But also, this is the third time I've said that, so who knows. Today I'm just going to try to relax. I do have to edit a video, so I have my laptop out. But I just want to relax. I just feel like every day I'm always doing something. Every single day. I have something to work on, something that's due, something to complete, something to film, something to edit. Every single day there's something to do. I don't remember the last time I've had one day where I just lay in bed and watch movies. And I'm going to try to do that today, even though I'm still going to work. It's Friday. A video is due on Sunday. Still not really like a full day off, but it's more than I've been doing. It's more than I've been doing, and I'm excited. I'm going to try to find a scary movie to watch. I love my horror movies. Just watch a movie and chill and listen to the rain. If you can hear the rain falling on my roof. So I'm going to try to find a movie, see if I can watch the whole thing, and then I'll work, and then I'll edit for the rest of the evening. I had to take a break from my movie because I noticed I was getting wet. This is my couch cushion. So I just put some tissue in this little corner. Oh, did you see that drip? So I need to get some more silicone caulking, whatever stuff that I put up here, and find out where it's leaking. I thought I had some in my van, but I don't have any, so gonna have to go to Home Depot and get some this weekend. It's always something, right? Always something. Can't relax in life. Yeah, I don't really have anything to do today. I think I'm just going to find somewhere to park and get some work done. Oh, you guys, my small business that I'm not gonna mention yet. I'm just gonna, every time I mention it, I'm gonna mention that, I'm going to say that I'm not gonna tell anyone what it is, because you know, new people watch the videos and they're gonna ask. But eventually I will. But I'm starting to see like progress. I'm starting to see progress. You know, like a little bit of progress. Like my profit is increasing. It's not paying many bills. It could probably pay my Planet Fitness bill and maybe 1 or 2 other bills. So my profit isn't crazy, but it's growing. It's so amazing to start a business in a completely different niche, completely different everything than what you've always done, you know. I'm a culinary artist. That's what I went to school for. I also went to school for business, but that's because my parents forced me to. I didn't want to do it. I don't really care about that degree. My trade, what I do is food, is culinary arts, food. And I am not doing anything like that. I had to learn everything from scratch. Just completely new world, a completely new world. You know, but I'm doing it. And there were times when I wanted to give up, but I have not given up. It's not in my style to give up. I know when something isn't for me anymore and when to move on. When it comes to personal goals, work, business, I don't know, learning a language, starting a new habit, anything like that, I'm not typically someone who gives up. So I wanted to, though, with this thing I'm doing now, I wanted to a couple of times, and not even a month, maybe a month ago, maybe not even a month ago, I was texting my coach and saying, oh gosh, maybe I should try this other thing instead, or this. He was like, what? No. But he convinced me a few weeks ago. He was like, stick to this, don't switch it up, don't change to this or that. We're gonna stick to this thing. And you know, this past week, I started seeing real progress and real profit, tiny, tiny little profit. And it has just motivated me tremendously. And that's all I want to do. I just want to work on my business. That's all I want to do, is work on my business. That's what I'm going to do today. And then I'm going to spend a couple of hours editing a video for YouTube, because YouTube is my #1 job. So grateful for that as well. I haven't done gig work all year. And I'm so grateful for that. I will gladly do gig work if I have to, though, because YouTube is so inconsistent. Next month's revenue could be $500. And I would have to do gig work. I could not live off $500. So I would happily do gig work again. I'm so grateful to have that as an option as well for money. Anything that's not, like, I'm grateful for any way to make money that does not tie me down to someone's business, where someone is telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, when I can eat lunch, when I have to finish eating lunch, when I have to, you know, passive aggressively threatening me to work later. Otherwise, other people are looking for jobs who will gladly work overtime. And you know how managers can be at certain jobs. And I remember one of my cook jobs at a French restaurant, the chef did that to us when I first started. And he was saying, well, everyone usually comes in at this time, you know, to start prepping, because we're going to be really busy. And I said, oh, so can we clock in? He said, no, you don't clock in until your shift starts. And I don't remember the whole conversation. This was years ago, but I just remember him saying, you know, it's up to you. Either you come in early without clocking in and you get your work done, or you come in when your shift officially starts and you're behind everyone, and we'll see what happens, you know? And you don't get your stuff finished. And basically he was saying, like, you're gonna screw everything up and I'm gonna fire you. So it'd be better for you if you come in early and work unpaid. He did not say that, but he said that, you know? I will never want to go through that again. I remember that next morning I came there early, but I sat in my car and I cried. I cried almost every day before I started to shift at that restaurant. That chef was hardcore. I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot, though. And I left him high and dry, just as he deserved in my eyes, from my perspective. But yeah, anything that will keep me away from that situation, I'm grateful, no matter how tired I am, from always staring at a computer screen, always working on something all day, every day. Like, that's been my life for most of this year now. Always staring at a computer screen. It's true that you work more when you work for yourself. I mean, YouTube is a job, it's not an entrepreneurial business or anything. But still, I you know, I'm like a contractor, so I create my own schedule. I do what I want. It really is true when they say you don't get many days off when you work for yourself. You know, when you have full control over your work schedule, and how much you make is very much dependent on how much you work. You definitely work a lot more. I've been feeling very tired these last few months, but it's a different type of tired, not the type of exhaustion that I felt all those years working for other people. It is just an amazing feeling when you start something from scratch by yourself and you start to see it grow. And like, man, parents, that must be a different level for you all parents, you know? You made this little person from scratch and now you get to watch it grow. That must be amazing, because that's how I feel about my little business. Business has its ups and downs and everything, but I just don't see myself giving up on this. I truly feel like I can be successful at it, and no matter how long it takes. I think does Uber make profit now? I feel like Uber was around for years, and then I read an article, or it came out somewhere, that they weren't even making a profit yet. Everybody uses Uber. Uber Eats, Uber this, Uber that. And I don't know if it was a documentary, if I read it somewhere, I don't know where I got the information from, but the CEO was talking about how they have not even made a profit yet. That's crazy, but it is so motivating and inspiring. You cannot give up. You know, you can't give up. When you start a business, you might not make profit for a while. And sometimes it's hard for me because Musa is a business owner, and to me it seems like business comes so easy to him. That man starts 50 businesses and they make profit and he's making money. And then I'm always starting businesses and the profit is so slow when it comes. It's so slow, you know, but that's okay. I'm proud of my little profit. Moose is proud of me. I'm proud of me. My coach is proud of me, but most importantly, you know, I'm proud of me, and I'm just really glad I didn't give up, and I'm not going to give up. I wasn't going to give up on the business. I was going to pivot. I was going to pivot a little bit into something different, but my coach was like, no, you stay right here. What you're doing is very profitable. This is where you need to be. Anyways, yeah, I've just been feeling good. That made me feel so good to look at my revenue, my profit and everything the other day, because I don't look at it all the time. I typically try not to look at it very often because it was not moving. Like, I was spending money on marketing, but that was moving, but the profit sheet, that was just staying the same. So yeah, I wouldn't even look at it for a while, and then a few days ago I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I sell that day, oh my gosh, 2 sales that day, 3 sales that day. Ah. It was so cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on my business, and hopefully if you're anyone watching this, if you're starting something new, you know, just don't give up. Don't give up. Don't compare yourself to other people. If you have Musas in your life who are just so good at business, and whenever they start, it just thrives, or at least it seems to from your perspective. It seems to just thrive almost instantly. You know, congratulate them, but realize that you're on your own timeline and that you'll have your own success in your own time, in your own way. I'm just feeling really good. It's sunny. I'm an entrepreneur making a few dollars, and I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling sad. Sometimes I don't want to talk about my feelings because I can't stand some of the opinions that I feel like I might get. I see YouTubers with way more, like 1 million or just under 1 million subscribers, at least 500,000 subscribers. And they'll come on to a video and they'll talk about how they're feeling sad and down. One YouTuber in particular, for like the last 2 years at least, all she talks about almost in all of her videos is how depressed she is, how she feels so lost, how she feels sad, and how she has been having these dark moments all the time. And then people are in the comments like, Are you kidding me? You work for YouTube. You make a ton of money. You're rich. You get to do whatever you want. Why do you complain so much? Why are you always sad? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm thinking, because she's human, that's why. Money does not solve most of our problems when it comes to sadness. And then some people just get tired of it. You know, they're like, because I'm a comment reader. I read comments on the videos that I watch. And I really should stop that, because I typically feel down after reading comments because people are so horrible. Except the people in my comment section. Y'all are awesome. But still, I get scared because, you know, people would be in her comment section and other people's comment section like, oh, I'm so tired of this. All you say every video is you're feeling down, you're feeling lost, you don't know what to do. But I miss the person who was just happy and not scared to try things. Just do something different. Da, 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 da. And then she started doing things differently in her videos, and everyone complained and said, I don't like this. I like the old person. I like the old videos. Be the same. But I guess I could share a little bit. You know, I've been sad. I've been sad for maybe the last month or so. There was about a week straight, there was about 2 weeks straight within this month or so where I was crying like a psychopath. Like I sat right in this seat right here and I curled up in a ball and I was just bawling a few weeks ago. And what did I do? Why do people like me do this? I turned on this sad song. I played that song over and over. And then I just started crying even harder because I do this thing called crying therapy. I named it crying therapy. I don't know if that's an actual thing or not in psychology, but it's something for me. Sometimes crying makes me feel way better. I just need to let out the feelings, and then I feel so good afterwards. I feel brand new and I feel better, like completely renewed. Try it if you haven't tried it before. But I call it crying therapy. So I think that was my goal, was to just, I was telling myself, oh, just get it out. Just let it out. You always feel better, like genuinely better. And then you can think more clearly. Life doesn't seem so dreadful. So I think that was my goal, but it didn't work. I was in a dark space for a while. And then I've always loved cloudy, rainy weather, but that kind of weather isn't good for me living in a van. If I lived in an apartment or a house, even if I was sad or depressed, that weather would be fine. But living in a van and not having a home, not feeling safe in the world, like I have a place to go, you know, feeling like a little ball. What is that old school game where the little ball just ding, 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 and it tries to find the hole? Sometimes it makes it, sometimes it doesn't. That's how I feel. I'm just all over the place. I don't have a home. I don't have anywhere to go. And when you're just sitting in a tiny van that you can't even stand up in, no, I don't want a bigger van. Having a bigger van, spending more money on a bigger van is not gonna help me. But just being in this tiny van on a cloudy day in a city that I'm not from, I don't have any family here, I don't have a home here, it just exacerbates my sadness. So I was going through it for like I said, a little over a month. And I think part of it was deficiencies and hormonal imbalances, because I have not been eating, mostly since this trip started. I have not been eating like I used to. So I know I was deficient in vitamins and minerals and all the things that I need. And then on top of that, I think my hormones became extremely imbalanced. And so at one point I said, you know what, I'm deficient. I am getting too skinny. I am just laying here not eating. I know that some of this depression is intense, is becoming more intense because my hormones are imbalanced and I'm deficient. So finally one day I got the energy to cook food. I ate the food, and then I went to a health food store. I went to Eureka Natural Foods and I bought maca powder. I am not suggesting anyone take maca powder. I do not want to be responsible for anyone who takes it just because I'm saying that I took it. And I started taking my liquid vitamins because I was not taking my vitamins anymore. I kid you not, within 2 days, I started to feel a little bit normal. And that started giving me energy. And then once I had more energy, I was able to start cooking food, like little tiny things of food. I started slowly because I just was feeling weak and I didn't have energy for anything, to do anything. And once I started eating a little bit more and taking my vitamins and taking that darn maca, I noticed a huge change. Within, like I said, within a couple of days, I started feeling partly normal. Within a week, I started feeling normal. And within 2 weeks, I'm feeling brand new. Like, this is new. Like, my sadness and depression, it was just happening. I was going through it in some videos that you've watched, but I just didn't say anything. You know, I just grit your teeth and smile, or whatever the thing is. You know, that's just how I was living life and how I was filming videos. But when that camera turned off, you guys, I was crying. I was sad. Yeah, it was not good. Anyways, I'm feeling really good now. I'm very grateful for that. So there were other reasons why I was feeling sad. At that point, I felt like my business was plateauing and I didn't know what to do until I talked to my coach, and then he started looking at everything and giving me strategies, and that's when I started seeing a profit again. So definitely, like, I thought my business was plateauing. YouTube was just becoming exhausting. YouTube is such a game, you know, it's just a game. And then that was starting to get to me as well. Just YouTube in general. Yeah, just YouTube in general. Mostly just the amount of work that goes into it that you don't realize before you start doing it full time. Once it becomes your full-time job, you really realize that it's not easy. And that it's mostly a game that you gotta play. And I'm really trying to leave all the games in life behind and just, you know, live more simply. But anyways, I don't even know how to fully explain it. But that was starting to get to me, and I just felt like, man, you know, I can't wait to get to a point when I don't have to perform for anyone. It's just me doing what I want to do. And my small business, I want that to be my out. So when that started to plateau, I felt like my out was leaving me, and it made me sad. And then just other things that I was thinking about in my life was just making me sad. And then on top of that, I was not eating. So I started having vitamin deficiencies, my hormonal imbalances intensified. Yeah, and it just went all downhill from there. But yeah, I'm feeling better again. Yeah, I'm not feeling so stressed out about YouTube anymore. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, just recording my videos. Whatever money I can make from YouTube, I'll take it. And like I said earlier, if I have to do gig work, if I start going back to having $500 months, then that's what it is. You know, that's what it is. And I'm just gonna have to turn on the Instacart app. I'm gonna have to turn on the Instawork app, turn on Upshift, and do what I have to do, all while still working on my small business, because my small business is going to be is my freedom, is my ticket to freedom. As an entrepreneur, you have ups and downs as well, but it's not like YouTube, man. It doesn't matter if people like you. It doesn't matter if people think you're pretty or not. It doesn't matter if people think you're charismatic. It doesn't matter how interesting your personal life is. All that matters is what I'm offering to you. They don't even know what I look like. They don't know anything about me. There are so many people who don't subscribe to my channel because I'm Muslim, you know, and they don't want to support me, and they leave, you know, mean messages and everything. These same people might be supporting me in my other business, and I love that, actually, because my face isn't shown. My name is nowhere to be shown on it. I basically don't exist. You know, I use a pseudonym or whatever you call it. I use a different name. And so it's not even attached to me. And these same people who wouldn't support me on YouTube because, you know, they don't like this about me, they don't like that about me. Oh, well, guess what? You probably bought my product online. You don't even know it. You know, like, I prefer that. I don't like a business or a job where people have to like you in order for you to succeed. So I'm very, very determined to start a business that has nothing to do with Monique. And yeah, when I thought that wasn't going to be an option anymore, it made me very sad. It made me very sad. But also my nutrient deficiencies and everything, I think that exacerbated it. I was just being dramatic. Like, it was not that serious. Like, my coach was literally like, okay, go into your ads, switch this, change this, increase this, decrease this. Let's see what happens. I'm telling you, I started getting sales again. Almost immediately. I was definitely being a little bit dramatic because of my deficiencies and imbalances and everything that had me really messed up. So yeah, men and women out here, get your vitamins, get your minerals, try to make sure your hormones are balanced as you can get them. Because if you feel like you're feeling sad, if you feel like you're feeling really sad, and you get to a point where you're like, nah, this is just too much. My life is not that bad. I said that to myself, like, my life really is not that bad. I'm very grateful. I'm freer than most. What the heck? I was laying in my bed crying, and I just said that to myself. I'm not exaggerating. I said that to myself, like, something's wrong. It's more than YouTube. It's more than my business. It's more than other personal stuff. You know, there's some chemical imbalances going on within me. I got to that point. I just felt like I was sad for no reason. So that was definitely part of the reason why my sales plateauing just made me want to crawl into a hole and never come out. I had some imbalances going on. So yeah, definitely, you know, if you can, check that out. Check into that if you just feel like you're feeling sad for no reason, you know. I truly believe that maca saved me. Because I was going down bad and going down fast, and nobody knew it. I finally talked to Musa about it, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I told him everything, like stuff I'm not even gonna tell you guys. But about the thoughts that were going on in my head, it was serious. Anyways, I've been talking for so long now. I'm gonna go find somewhere to park and work on my business, because that's what's making me happy. That's what's making me hopeful, optimistic for my future. And yeah, that's what I want to put my energy into. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll see you all later.